Hey everyone, this is Michael again, and welcome to my Q&A video for August 2012. And I've got a lot of really good questions from you all. Thank you all for sending them in, and I'm gonna, answer all of your questions. And hope you enjoy my Q&A. So let's get started. The first questions come from David9788, and he has two questions. One, what's your favorite Grand Theft Auto game? My favorite Grand Theft Auto game is Grand Theft Auto Vice City. I just love the setting to that game. It's a throwback to the 80s with all the clothing, the cars, the music, the palm trees. Also, like I said, the music I love in the game. It's really all 80s music. Like you have Michael Jackson, two Michael Jackson songs in that game. I love the station that in the game called V-Rock, which is hosted by Laszlo, which he's the DJ. And you have music from Twisted Sister, their song called I Wanna Rock, which is one of my favorite songs from them, along with We're Not Gonna Take It, which that song's not in the game, sadly. Also, Motley Crue has one song in the game called Too Young to Fall in Love. It's just that I really love that game. Also, I do love Grand Theft Auto 3, San Andreas, and Grand Theft Auto 4. But out of all of them, my favorite one is Vice City. And can't wait for Grand Theft Auto 5 to come out. Hopefully next year, because I know there's rumors going around saying that it might be released next year. His last question is, what is your favorite season of Boy Meets World? I have two seasons that I really love. The first one is the first season. I know a lot of people say that that's the weakest season of the series, but I love it. It was very kiddish and had a lot of really good episodes. I like the music in that season. There's a lot of good episodes. Like you had the one funniest episode, like the funniest episode of that whole season was Corey messing with his hair, like he didn't like how his hair looked because two girls were thought they were talking about him, so he changed his whole hairstyle. Like I remember in that episode he had sort of a Don King hairstyle at the end of the episode. That was in my opinion the funniest episode in the season. Also you had Corey and Mr. Feeney switching jobs. Mr. Feeney was the student and Corey was the teacher. Really loved that one. And also my favorite episode this season was where Corey and Sean win a horse race and they have all that money. And at the end of the episode you had both of them shooting the sort of those Nerf ball guns at Minkus and Mr. Feeney. I have a lot of other favorite episodes that I like from that season. Also, my second favorite season is season 4, which that was one of the first. And that was one of the that was one of the first seasons that I watched the Boy Meets World, because I was in kindergarten at the time, and I used to watch the show every Friday night. Although maybe I watched it probably when it first started, the show, but I was only, probably 2 years old at the time, so I don't remember though. But season 4 is another one that I like. You had some really good episodes, like Topanga Kun, her long hair. Also, you had Vader in an episode in that season. Well, Vader was in 3 seasons. He was in season 2 when Corey tried out for the school's wrestling team. Vader was the character of Frankie Stechino's father, It was great seeing Vader in those episodes. He was in that season 2 episode. He was in a season 3 one for just a little bit, and then he was in season 4 for the episode where where Corey and Sean supposedly they want to get Frankie to, be with his father, because his father Frankie feels bad that his father kind of like, like he doesn't get to see his father a lot and spend time with him because he's always wrestling. And so Corey and Sean and Frankie, they go to Frankie's father Vader's wrestling match, and Frankie gives tips on wrestling moves for his father from Corey and Sean. But I really do love that episode. And also in that episode, Corey has to juggle between going to that wrestling match and going to Topanga's Sweet 16 party. Also a lot of really good episodes in that season I also liked. So yeah. The next questions come from Joanna, Louisiana. Her first question is favorite genre of movies, comedy. Backstreet Boys or NSYNC when you were a kid is her other question. I liked both bands when I was a kid, but the main band that I always listened to was the Backstreet Boys, because I still love their music. I still listen to some of their music from time to time, because my cousin, she's a huge fan of the Backstreet Boys. She likes Nick Carter. But yeah, so I really love Backstreet Boys. Her other question is, what movie are you most excited about that comes out in 2013? Mostly excited for the Superman movie, Man of Steel. But I did see the teaser trailer to that, and the teaser, it didn't do nothing for me. I'd rather just wait for the full trailer for the movie, which hopefully that won't be out until next year. But I did really like the music in the teaser. I did really like it. Favorite late 90s, early 2000s song? From the late 90s, I like a lot of songs there because I listened to the radio a lot in the late 90s. I do like one song, and that was that song "Take Me There" from Blackstreet and Maya. That was a song from the Rugrats movie, you know that? Take me there, wanna go there. Yeah, I know, I'm a bad singer though, but it's that song. Early 2000s song, it would have to be that song called If You're Gone from Matchbox 20. I just really like that song, and I love Matchbox 20. Great band. What are your thoughts on Justin Bieber? Just curious. Don't really like his music. I hate Justin Bieber. I only like one song from him, and that's that song "Tell Me One Time." You know that. Let me tell you one time. That song. That was his only good song. After that song, his songs just went to shit. That's just my opinion, though. Yeah, I know I'm gonna get a lot of hate from Bieber fans, but I don't care. It's my opinion, though. And the next questions come from Sam Art 97. I think that's how you pronounce his username. If not, sorry. But his first question is, favorite current Nickelodeon show? Favorite current Nickelodeon show is Victorious. Really love that show. I think it's funny. Victoria Justice is a great singer, in my opinion. And I like all the characters. All the characters are likable. Favorite season of Seinfeld? That's tough. I'm a big Seinfeld fan, and well, if I were to pick one season, because all the seasons were good in my opinion, if I had to pick one season, it would be season 4. Um, because you had a lot of really great classic episodes in that season. You had, of course, George and Jerry pitching their show to NBC, called Jerry. Also, you had the Bubble Boy episode, which is classic. You also had the movie, which is one of my favorite episodes from that season. You had the Junior Mint. Had a lot of really great classic episodes. Also, you had the pilot where Jerry and George work on their Jerry pilot, and it airs on NBC. It's just really, really great season. All the seasons were good in my opinion. But I'm gonna have to do a Seinfeld, like my top 20 or top 10 favorite Seinfeld episodes, and also do a DVD review on all the Seinfeld seasons, which I gotta do. So yeah, favorite Michael Jackson song, it's "Beat It," one of the classic songs from Michael Jackson. And his last question is, have you seen the trailer for Wreck-It Ralph? If so, what are your thoughts? I did see the trailer to Wreck-It Ralph. I actually want to go see it. It looks really good. Really good that they brought in, the classic villains, game villains. Like you had that sort of drag. I don't know how to put it, but that villain from Super Mario Brothers who shoots out the fire, and you also have one, the ghost from Pac-Man. I think it's going to be a really good movie. I'm excited to see it, and frankly, it looks more like a Pixar movie rather than just a regular Disney film. But I'm excited to see it. I really am. Just it comes out in November, and they've been advertising it, I think, the first week when I was watching the Olympics. They advertised it a little bit. So yes, I'm really excited to see Wreck-It Ralph. I think it's going to be, a really good movie. So anyways, that's it for part. I'm going to make a part 2 here, and this is just going to be part 1 of the video. So that's it for part 1, and I'll see you all in part 2.